All right, everybody. Hello, everybody. We are here at once again back here at Daytona International Speedway. We are here for the Six Flags Racetrack Cup Series. It is time for the Six Flags 500. I'm Alex Prime. I'd like to thank y'all for joining us here this lovely afternoon here in Daytona Beach, Florida. But we're gonna waste no more time right here. Get started here with your starting lineup. So on the pole is the 88 of Sabrina Raincomprix, making her return to the Six Flags Series since I'm pretty sure Season 4. And her outside making his return since Season 5, it'll be Waldy in the 13. Right back here, you got Naomi Fellows back here in the 53, who's been promoted up to the Cup Series. And right next to her is a new rookie, Adrian Hopkins in the 31. Then it's Parker Risloff in the 51. And to his outside, Will Jones in the 17 United Rentals Chevrolet. And right here, you got the 5 of Yorba Sawali, a.k.a. Bands, in the number 5 Vanilla Unicorn Chevrolet. And to his outside is Ruby Asensio in the number 03 Roku Express Ford. Then it's Alex Prime in the number 20 Golden Corral Pontiac. And to his outside is his mother, Jeanette Prime, in the number 28 Coca-Cola Zero Dodge Charger. Then it's Azuka Kendo in the number 25 Firehouse Sub Chevrolet. And to her outside is Taiga Azuka in the number 87 5-Hour Energy Bass Pro Shops Toyota Camry. Then it's Erwin Day in the number 94 FedEx Express Pontiac. And then Suyu Asui in the number 48 Dr. Pepper Chevrolet. Then it's Cody Smart in the number 21 Reese's Ford. And his outside is Ethan Rice in the number 23 Cheerwine Dodge. Then it's Shane Kane in the number 2 Red Bull Pontiac. I need to fix the last name for next race. And then right next to him, Ryan Little in the number 11 Exalta Chevrolet. Then it's Alex Ramey on the number 37 Kodak Ford. And to his outside is Zoe Backenmine, who was so close to winning the Mountain Dew race last night. She'll be starting in her number 6 Nationwide Chevrolet. Then it's Donna Krantz in the number 71 Alex Robes YT Chevrolet. And to her outside is Sam Kane in the number 77 5-Hour Energy Toyota Camry. Then it's Travis Regan in the number 44 Golden Corral Chevrolet. And to his outside is Boogie in the number 32 Tide Pontiac. Then it's Auburn Bradley in the number 7 Miller Lite Chevrolet. And to his outside is Sleepy in the number 10 Target Dodge. Jeez, I cannot talk. And it's Rose Thorne in the number 42 DuPont Chevrolet. And to her outside is Alex G-Man, the number 82 Budweiser Chevrolet. Then it's Charles Charlie Calvin, the number 62 Manapa Chevrolet. And to his outside is Diego Alcatraz, the number 78 Furniture Row Toyota Camry. Then it's Jonathan Logren, the number 99 T-Mobile Chevrolet. And to his outside is Brent Cruz of the number 1 Mobile One Chevrolet. Then it's Jimmy Johnson in the number 50 Dollar Tree Family Dollar Dodge. And to his outside is J.J. Yaley, the number 68 Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. Looking at the final 4 rows, you got Louis McGrath in the number 22 M&M's Pontiac. And to his outside is Angel Diaz-Rada in the number 89. I'm trying to remember what the sponsor this was. I think it was, hold on. Yeah, Entravision Chevrolet. Then it's Tari Ritzloff in the number 36 GameStop Chevrolet. And to her outside is Samantha Contreras in the number 72 Loves Ford. Then you got Maggie Splitzer in the number 04 Glitch Productions Ford. And to her outside is Pedro Sales in the number 12 Rockstar Energy Drink Pontiac. And running out the field, the 16 of Polar Express and his Rebel Bourbon Dodge. So, 60 laps here around Daytona. And of course, if any of y'all watching on the stream looked on the left of your screen, you can tell this is a new ticker that right here. I'll certainly like to thank Jaden Lovelace for providing me with this ticker. If you're watching this, monster, thank you, buddy. You are the best.
Drivers.
But it's about time to start racing here at Daytona. As we'll get started here with the command of fire engines here in just a few seconds. But yeah. And already troubles for Waldy, engine damage and a tire down on the 13 already. Yeah, I'm going to have to restart that because that's just unfair for the 13. That was just completely unfair. Alright, but we'll get started right here in 15 seconds right here. And I'm going to be starting right here in 10 seconds. So, let's go down to trackside to get the command to fire engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
The command has been given. The drivers are firing at their engines. We are ready to go here in the 500. We got quite a couple of returning drivers as well as a couple of new drivers here. So we're definitely going to see how talent will prevail over the rookie class. As we are now pacing away here at Daytona. Sabrina Rincon Princess number 88. Castellat Chevrolet going to be leading this field with Waldy's number 13, Monster Boss Motorsports Dodge, following right in pursuit. And he's got his teammate back there. That's Adrian Hopkins in the 31 Monster Boss Motorsports Dodge back there, the AT&T car. As they pace their way down through the backstretch. The tension building for any of these guys, because some of these guys would love to walk home with that Earl J. Jerry Earl trophy here this afternoon. And we certainly got a wide hodgepodge of drivers ranging from all different sorts of backgrounds. Like, we even got some row racers in here. We also got some drivers from other NR leagues as well. So we got a pretty diverse field of both NR and Roblox drivers. As the field rounds out of turn number 4, it is going to be on the 88 and the 13 once we head back to the once they head towards the green flag. And the pace car is in. It's on the 88 and 13 to lead us to the green. And as they head through the tri-oval, green flags in the air. We're underway at Daytona. And as the field gets up to speed right here, Sabrina barely out ahead of the 13 of Aldi. Here comes Naomi Fellows in the 53 down on the inside. She's trying to go for the lead already. Band's down there in the 5. But look at Alex going to try to make a move down there. And these guys are certainly not going to lift a finger for these first couple of laps. Band's right there in the 5. Going to look to the inside of the 53. But Naomi shuts the door on him as Sabrina Raincoat reads the first lap of this race. And of course, if you look at the ticker, you're getting live, accurate information on where your favorite driver will be running in this field. So definitely keep an eye on that ticker as it is live feed. Naomi Fellows going to look to the inside of the 88 for the lead. Alex following in hot pursuit in his Pontiac. There's Erwin Day back there in the 94, 3 wide in the back. Fellows just barely edging out the brain compricks right there. Alex going to try to take second, and now he's going to go for the lead. And, oh, man, we are already going on it here at Daytona. Here comes Shane, going to try to make a move, but the 20 throws the block. Those are teammates from Deep Dive Racing. And Deep Dive Racing 1-2 here at Daytona. But here comes Shane to the inside of his teammate. There goes Adonda right to the inside lane. Zoe Baggerman trying to get redemption from the Mountain Dew race last night. Travis Regan also making some headways in the 44. Rose Thorne back there. Auburn Bradley back there as well. No 4 wide yet. These guys are keeping it clean for right now. Only 2-3 wide is what we've mostly been recording. As Baggerman and Kratz duel it out for the lead. Baggerman was proclaimed the race leader once they made it back to the start-finish line. And if you see any clock by any driver's name, that means they have the fastest lap time. So right now, Daniel Buttasato currently has the fastest lap time. If he manages to hold it until the end of the race, he will be awarded extra bonus points. But a 3-car breakaway, the 6, the 42, and the 7, they're trying to break away from the field. Boogie's made his way up into 4th. He's going to try to draft. Here comes the 7 to the inside. Boogie also looking on the 7, but the 7 shuts the door on him. Now the front of the pack starting to single file it out a little bit. Boogie's going to dive right to the inside lane, but he's got no help. Here comes the 37, Alex Romeo, right to the outside. But yeah, if anyone has been keeping an eye on the ticker, you'll be able to find out where you or your favorite driver is currently running, or any drivers that has characters in here, you'll be able to see where they are. Still no caution. And now Sam Kane now has the fastest lap time. You see him back there. There's the 77 back there. He's going for 5th. Great run so far from the 77 of Sam Kane. And he's one of the only Toyotas in this field. That inside line is starting to chug here. 3 wide for 2nd. Sam's going to make it stick right there on the bottom lane. Sleepy in the 10 also going to follow in hot pursuit. No 4 wides just yet, but even though some might have happened, we have not caught that as they managed to straighten out before I was able to see them. But yeah, thanks Polar for keeping an eye for any 4 wides, because I might not catch all of them. But Sam now out in front here at Daytona, but he's barely got a bare lead. Baggerman's going to take the lead back on the outside lane. And here comes Regan, going to make it 3 wide for 3rd. The field has started to spread out. Man, now these guys are trying to figure out what line they're going to stick with, as Sam Kane continues to lead out here. He is just blocking Zoe Backerman in the 6, while Travis Regan in the 44, but he could not block Travis. Here comes the 44 to the inside lane. Travis Regan trying to go for the lead against Sam Kane. This is for the race lead. Meggy splits in the 0-4, making some headways towards the front. Regan goes down a block. They nearly went 4 wide into the back there. I saw some movement going from the middle of the field. They nearly went 4 wide. And something has happened to the 0-3 of Ruby Asensio. He has lost the pack. He is 14 seconds back. Travis Regan and Sam Kane continue to duke for the race lead. The field has caught back up to the leader, so it's still an even fight. JJ Alien Rose throwing 2 OKR teammates down there. Yeah, 2 ORM teammates down there on the bottom lane. They got the 78 of Diego Alcaraz with them. Travis Regan continuing to battle with the 77 of Sam Kane for the lead. Here come the Chevys on the bottom. Rose Thorne going to force the 44 up, but the 44 quickly goes down a block. And yeah, Polar, I do agree that this is definitely a nuclear bomb just waiting to explode as these guys just continue to go 3 wide. There's only going to be a matter of time before they go 4 wide, and we're going to have our first caution of the race. And here comes JJ Yaley, Rose Thorne's teammate, right to the inside, but ORM 1-2 for right now. But here comes Diego Alcaraz, going to try to spoil the party with his Toyota Camry. But Rose Thorne tries to throw the block on the 78. Ethan Rice now establishes himself up here in the 23. He's got Tari Retzloff back there in the 36. Suasui in the 48, now in the top 5. As we got multiple battles going on throughout most parts of the pack, these guys are just trying to go for every bit of position they can. As we're already nearly quarter half, as we are over 10 laps complete in the 500. As Tari Retzloff goes to the inside of the 23 for the lead. And Tari Retzloff will take the lead at Daytona. Here comes Suyu Asui. And the 48 will slip in behind the 36, but here comes the one of Brent Cruz. He's got Irwin Day back there in the 94. That's one of the PPI cars. The other one being Boogie, who we have seen up in the top 10 from the first few laps. He has fallen back, but he's currently trying to keep up with everyone here. Here comes Brent Cruz to the inside. There's the 5 of Band's going to block Ryan Little in the 11. And we got a wreck. Huge wreck in turn 4. The caution is out. And that is multiple cars involved. Travis Regan, Sleepy, Alex, Romeo, Johnson, Boogie. That is a whole lot of cars crashed out in turn 4. Caution out on lap 13. Brent Cruz was the leader when they came back to the caution. But let's go back here and see what happened coming out of turn number 4. Actually, going through turn number 4. As, yeah, right here, this is the case of the 4 wide situation playing out in plain detail. So we're going to watch the 78 right here. You see Polar in the 16. He's trying to make it 4 wide, but Tega just continues coming down, and then, yeah, right there. And then around she goes, and into 8 into the 31, into the 44 as well. The 10 is in at 32, 71, 37, 82 got a piece of that. Yeah, nowhere for the 20 or the 25 to go. And, of course, nowhere else to go for some of these guys. Cody looks like he brushed the outside wall a little bit, but he managed to get out of that scot-free. But first caution of the day, as looks like we're going to have some varying pit strategies. Brent Cruz going to lead the first charge on the pit road, but a couple cars staying out, like Tari. Yeah, like you got Tari Retzloff staying out, as well as Bradley, Rice, Kane, Thorne, Contreras. Quite a couple of drivers staying out as everyone else comes on the pit road. Just heavy, heavy damage to some of these cars in the back. As we'll take a look right here of on pit road. Here's your action right here on pit road. And our first retirement of the race being Alex G-Man in the 82. And, of course, we're hearing a couple of contacts just because of how tight this Daytona pit lane is. Like, there's not a lot of room for these guys to go. Yeah, and he's seeing right there a couple guys staying out. As Irwin Daly in the race off pit road, followed by Ryan Little, Angel Diaz-Rada, Brent Cruz, and Bands. We got a lot of drivers out of this one, like Meggie, Hopkins, Romeo, Kelvin. They are done for the day. But a couple cars stayed out all the way up towards Cody Smart. So right here, it is up to the 21 where they stayed out. Yeah, that is true. Polar, you were basically, you had nowhere to go, and the 87 was just trying to force it on you right there, so no hard, no foul. Alright, now Sam Kane managed to reclaim the fastest lap, but we'll see if he'll be able to hold it until the end of the race. And now Tari now heading down to the pit road, as well as some of the lappers right there, the 72, the 13, and the 21. They all going to come on pit road, but you see a couple of cars are going to stay out. It's like the 7, the 23, the 77, 42, and basically everyone else that came on pit road the first time, they're all going to stay out. Everyone else will head on to pit road. And we will be going green this time. Auburn Bradley, your leader, followed by Ethan Rice, Sam Kane, Rose Thorne, Edwin Day in the top 5. And then Ryan Little. Angel Diaz-Rada, Bands, Brent Cruz, and Suyu Asui runs at the top 10. Quite a couple drivers have been shuffled around the pack after that pit cycle. So we're going to see if this race will devolve into pit strategy like it had with the Mountain Dew race last night. Yeah, I definitely would agree, Polar. Yeah, you held your ground. You didn't want to wreck somebody, but you know the 87 just forced you right there. So no hard, no foul to any drivers that were in that wreck. So we're down to 46 laps to go here at Daytona, as we'll be going back green on lap 16. And as the field rounds through turn number 4, it's going to be on Auburn Bradley to lead us back to the green flag for Hollywood Racing, as their team owners were unfortunately not able to make the track. They are watching virtually. So we'll be going back green with 45 laps to go here at Daytona. And the pace car is in. It's on the 7 to lead us back to the green. And going back into the restart zone they go. Green flag back in the air. And these guys are already going to try and make its moves already. Like Sam Kane already to the inside of Rose Thorne to the 42. He's going to make it work on the bottom lane. Ryan Little already going after Erwin Day. That's for a top 5 spot. Sam Kane going to try to lead a charge on the bottom lane. Ryan Little, though, he looks like he doesn't want to help. Angel's going to try to force it. Oh, and the 7 is out of gas. Auburn Bradley has ran out of fuel. And he just held up a majority of the racing field. That's going to create some big splits, as there goes some other drivers that stayed out as Sam Kane goes on the pit road. And it looks like that gave the lead to Angel Diaz-Rada, but right now he's battling with the one of Brent Cruz. And after that big shuffle up, we already got a couple cars that have already got advantage of that, like Suya Sui, Polar Express. They have made their way into the top 5. But man, what a heartbreak for the 7 of Auburn Bradley. Just ran out of fuel on the backstretch. They thought they could stretch it out and hopefully get on the pit road after the green flag flew, but that was just not the right strategy call. And that was also not a good call for Sam Kane either, as he also had to come down to pit road to get some fuel in the tank of that Toyota Camry. And yeah, Ethan Rice also followed the same fate. You see, we already got cars now going down a lap, as Brent Cruz leads here at Daytona. He's got Angel Diaz-Rada right behind him. There's Sue back there in the 48. She is gaining rapidly on the front two. Polar is not that far behind. And Banz has made the pass on Polar for 4th. But the 77 had blocked the inside lane. Polar was able to get right by. And now these guys have to deal with lap traffic being in their way. So now this is where all the marbles are at play here, folks. Right now, Brent Cruz and Angel Diaz-Rada trying to tandem draft their way from the front pack. But Suyu Asui is coming in fast with the pack of cars behind her. Bands to the inside of Polar. Man, the 48's a rocket. Yeah, the 48's a rocket. And there goes Bands. He's going to get by for 4th. He's going to link up with his teammate. And Shane Kane. Kane also now up with the 28 of Jeanette Prime. That's another Jariwo car that has run up to the top 5. You see Naomi Fellows back there in the edge of the top 10. Only 26 cars are on the lead lap. And now Brent Cruz has to deal with multiple cars. He lets Angel drop back in as he blocks the 5 of Bands. But Bands is not going to take that for an answer. Bands to the inside of the 1. And he's going to take the lead away. Shane pushing him hard. Here comes Tari to the inside. She's got Shane behind. She's got Sam behind him. The entire field basically got shuffled up after that whole debacle with the 7, who went down a lap. Right now, Sam Kane currently in the position to get the free pass if a caution comes out again. Polar has made his way up into second, but Sam has proven to be a roadblock between himself and the 5. Tari's gonna slip in right behind the 16. She's gonna try to make a move. She forces Polar up high. She'll complete the pass there for a second. There goes Shane to the inside of the 16. Shane, right now, he's only 1 car separated away from his brother. And these two do not have a good relationship, so we're going to see how that's going to fold out. But right now, Sam Kane holding his ground. There goes Shane to the inside of the 36, and the 36 goes down the block. She's got to run on the 77. Looks like the 2 does not want to work on the 77. He'll go down with the 36. And there's Ruby Asensio, who was all the way in the back after something happened. As there goes Amy Fellows down on the pit road. We got some green flag stops underway here at Daytona. But right now, Bands continue to lead over the 2. Oh, and the 28. She'll trying to get down as low as she can. Trying to get by the 16 and trying to link up with the 48. Sue, though, just continuing to capitalize. Ruby Asensio had slowed down there a little bit. Guess just didn't have the speed or just dropped back. But Bands continuing to put himself a healthy gap between himself and second place, which is currently between Shane and Sue. But Sue's going to complete the pass right there as Asensio will drop in ahead of Travis Regan. As Travis Regan right there, he's got that rear end damage, but he's still going strong. Battle going on for, I think that was 6th back there. Yeah, that was 6th between Shane and Ryan Little. Ryan Little was able to make that pass as he's got his teammate Brent Cruz going to follow in right behind. Right now, 26 cars on the lead lap, 4 cars at least 1 lap down. As the rest of the field have DNF'd from this race after that big one occurred on lap 13. That brought out our first caution. All right, now APR 1-2 up here with Bands and Sue, and they've caught it to the 53. The 53 looks like it's most likely going to be the next car to go down a lap. That means we'll only have 25 cars on the lead lap. And they've caught it to the 53. And looks like Bands is going to get held up right there. Travis Regan with a huge head of steam out of 4, but he's going to get blocked. And Bands was able to get by the 53 with the 28 in tow. Ruby Asensio gonna follow in with the 5 and the 28 on the bottom side. And that whole high side has got held up. But now Sam is now gonna have to get around the 53 to stay on that lucky dog position. But now his brother Shane now has the fastest lap at Daytona. As you see the little clock right there by the 2, that means fastest lap. Because if anyone has watched NASCAR on Prime, this is essentially what this ticker is. But it's able to receive live tracking information data from the cars in the track. And that will give us accurate information without having to wait until they cross the line to figure out who's leading and who's not. So definitely when green flag pit stops come around, this is definitely going to help us out a lot to figure out who is going to be a race leader without confusing lap cars. But right now, Bands continues to lead as Ruby Asensio completes the pass on the 28 for second. Brent Cruz back there with Tari Retzloff in tow. And the whole field got shuffled up big time because of the 7. And the and also the 53, as Will Jones also went down a lap. He must have went down pit road. Looks like a battle is going on for 7th between the 16 and 28. Looks like the 16 has the advantage. Right now, only 24 cars remain on the lead lap as Shane battling back there with the 36 for 4th. And Angel's now going to try to take a piece of that, try to take advantage as here we go. Green flag pit stops underway. A majority of the field onto pit road. Atari's going to stay out and assume the race lead. So now this is where everyone's going to have to play their strategy out correctly. Where now Tari Retzloff going to stretch it out for at least one more lap before heading down to pit road. There's Ryan Little there off of pit road. But 36 going to be coming on to pit road sometime later. There's, as you see here, the second is Samantha Contreras. Currently about 1.7 seconds back on Tari Ritzloff. Tari Ritzloff is going to stay up for another lap. There's Samantha. She's going to go on to pit road. But the 36 is going to stay up for another lap and try to stretch it out. She's right now drafting behind the 11 of Ryan Little. You see so many cars now being put down a lap. Latest car to go a lap down was the 28 of Jeanette Prime. As right now, less than 20 cars are on the lead lap. You see where there only 15 cars are on the lead lap as the 36 trying to stretch it out as best as she can before heading to go down on the pit road. And there goes the 36 on the pit road, right? And caution is out! Caution is out! That changes everything. And is the 17 of Will Jones. Will Jones just absolutely destroyed in turn number 3. He's the reason for our second caution of the afternoon. All right, let's go back here and see what happened to the 17. So we'll take a look right here. So he is so basically he's still on the track, and the 13 of Wally right here. He was trying to get by these cars that were merging. Yeah, and you see right there, Wally just got into the 12 of Pedro Sales, and that just sent both of them around. So that was basically all the 13 of Waldy's fault, as looks like Brent Cruz has retired from the race because of his engine going down. So tough break for Brent Cruz. He was one of the strongest drivers that we have. And Will Jones especially done for the day. Wally also finished as well. Cody Smart looks like he's going to inherit the race lead. So the 21 will assume the race lead. He does have a little bit of damage. As looks like that caution trapped almost all the field down one lap. And now only 28 cars remain in this race. You see Cody leads the next group of cars onto pit road. But just tough break for the 13 and the 12 and the 17. Just heartbreak for the one of Brent Cruz. He was running up there early on, but his day's just been taken out after Wally got into the 12 and just took them both out. That's the 21 now on pit road. Shane still has the fastest lap of the race, but now only 7 cars on the lead lap. But we will have to make these guys go around so that it wouldn't be too unfair for some of these drivers to be tracked down a lap. As there goes the 2. As looks like the driver that won the race off pit road would be the 50 of Jimmy Johnson. And he is followed by Diego Alcaraz. Oh my gosh, I hate it when Art does this. Diego Alcaraz, Jonathan Logren, and Ruby Asensio. But some of these guys will have to be waved around to get to leveling out the playing field. So firstly, we're going to wave around the 28. And the 77 and the 48. Just so many cars just being trapped down a lap. And now only 28 cars remain in this race. Just so many cars has already been taken out after that first wreck, and 3 more have went to the infield. As there go the lappers, they're going to go around and get their lap back. Tari Ritzloff looks like she's going to be ahead, but she's probably a lap down. No, she's not. She's on the lead lap, so she's most likely going to... And did the ticker break? Oh, I think it's just waiting for, like, yeah, I'm going to have to use, like, the NR ticker, so I can be able to, tell which cars need to be waved around. So 25... 50, 78, 99. Oh, shoot. I accidentally did it wrong. 99. 25's already going around. 7. And then 12. Okay, so that should be almost all the cars. So I just want to make sure that since this is going to be fair, that these guys go around and get their laps back. And then they'll merge back in with the rest of the racing field. And that should put everyone back on the lead lap. It looks like the 28 is supposed to be the race leader, but I think it's because the ticker got screwed over. That is incorrect. I will lap minus these guys after we go back green. Because sometimes NR just likes to play mind tricks with me, because it's supposed to be Tari Retzloff. It's supposed to be the race leader, since these guys were a lap down when the caution came out. Because that trapped them down a lap. Yeah, Waldy, Jones, and Cruz have taken their cars to the garage. Looks like Ryan Little's now the only remaining Thunderstar car in this race. Oh, did the ticker just crash? Wait, hold on. I think the ticker might have crashed. Or did I accidentally hit something? Hold on. Something has happened to the ticker. That's weird. Oh well. Ticker has crashed on me. That means we have to go by the old one. Or unless it will come back when we go back green. But I'll have to fix the 28, 77, and 48's laps, since they are not the front three. Alright, we're going green this time. Tori Ritzloff, your leader. Followed by Parker Ritzloff, Ruby Asensio, Erwin Day, and Samantha Contreras in the top 5. Then Travis Regan, Angel Diaz-Rauda, Bands, Polar, and Ryan Little, top 10. Yeah, you see right there, that is incorrect, so I will fix their laps when we go back green. But the ticker I was using decided to randomly go down on me, which sucks. I just hate it every time it does that, because it just think it's so annoying. And like, I just have no idea what else to say. But yeah, we are halfway completed with this race. When we go back green, we'll be on lap 36 out of 60. That means we have about, once we go back green, we'll have 25 laps to go here at Daytona. But yeah, hopefully I'll have the ticker fixed for next race, because I just have no idea why it randomly just crashed unless it just closed. Alright, and here we go for the restart. We'll be halfway completed, 25 to go at Daytona. And yeah, I'll fix the 28, 77, 48 laps once the green flag is flown again. And the pace car is in. It's on the 36, so lead us back to the green. Going back into the restart zone they go. Green flag back in the air. All right, lap minus 77. And lap minus number 48. Okay, there we go. Wait, let me figure out this ticker since something clearly was wrong with it. That's good. That's all set up. Reopen overlays. There we go. Okay, I just had to reopen it. Alright, we're good now. We are good now. We got 25 to go. We're gonna have 25 to go next time we come by, so it'll be... And Ruby Asensio is gonna take the lead away from Tari Ritzloff. Alright, close that. And there goes Ruby Asensio, Polar, and Shane on a pit road. They don't have enough fuel. Oh, gotta fix the 48's laps. Lap minus number 48. There we go. Because it should say that Erwin Day is the race leader. Unless I have to do it again. Yeah, I might have to do it again. So lap minus 77. Lap minus 28. Okay. That should fix it. And there goes Bands on a pit road. Looks like we got some green flag pit stops underway. There we go. Now it's saying Erwin Day is now the race leader. I might have to reload the ticker since it's still saying that Tsuyo Asui is the race leader, even though that is incorrect. Yeah, Erwin Day currently leading with Tari Ritzloff, Parker Ritzloff, and Zoe Backenline back there. Zoe Backenline trying to go for second, trying to make it 3 wide, but Tari just edges the 51 out long enough. Oh boy, Parker Ritzloff tried to make the move on the 36, but that just didn't work. Oh, enter. Oh, okay. Let me reload the ticker. Again, there we go. Sometimes I have to do that since sometimes it will crash on me. We had quite a couple of cars trapped down a lap now as they have to go down a pit road, so that means pit stops is still in play. Yeah, Erwin Day continuing to lead. Ooh, and a bit of a block right there by Tari on Backenline, but Backenline's going to go to the inside of the 36. That's for second. And Backenline will go up into second as Parker Ritzloff will go by for third. And now Zoe Backenline looking to the 94 for the inside for the lead. And right there, Zoe Backenline will take the lead here at Daytona. Backenline now leading, trying to avenge her loss to Marin last night. Right now currently comfortably leading over Parker Ritzloff. And there's Tari Ritzloff back there as well as Erwin Day. So she's still got competition if she wants to win this. And yeah, I am aware the ticker broke, but there's just no, it seems to have stuck on with Tsuyo Asui being the leader. But yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can do something about the ticker. Yeah, it's just gonna keep with the 48 as the race leader. You know that's incorrect. Because right here on the NR ticker, it says that the 6 is the leader. So just ignore first, second, and third, and just look down from fourth on back, because that's actually the actual, um, running order. As Tari and Irwin Day work together to get by the 51, it's on now between PPI, ORM, Castleout, and JRM, and Jarrero. This is gonna get big here, folks. And there goes Irwin Day to the inside of the 36, but he's got no help. Here comes Parker Ritzloff on the outside lane. We're coming up to 18 to go. Next time by. And Irwin Day is going to complete the pass on Parker Ritzloff. 18 laps to go here at Daytona. Right now, Zoe to back in mind. Trying to hold off. But don't forget, there's still possibilities of green flag pit stops still occurring, so anyone could go for the race lead. Zoe Backmine still leading. Irwin Day tries to go to the inside of the 36, but just couldn't quite get there. Tari throws the block. Now Irwin Day goes back to the inside of the 36. And now Irwin Day now following the 6 as close as he can. He needs some help if he wants to get by. There he goes to the inside lane, but he's actually going to get there side by side for the race lead into 3. And Irwin Day's going to take it. As Parker Ritzloff will get by the 6, and so will the 36. And we just saw the 0-3 on pit road. That means green flag pit stops are underway. It is on. It is on now for the race lead. Irwin Day gonna try to hold off as best he can. Tari to the inside of the 51. And here we go. Green flag pit stops. The 94 and the 6 are in. The 51 and 36 will stay out. There's the second pack back there. 36 and 51 side by side. And Tari will take the lead away from Parker Ritzloff. And now Parker's going to go to the inside of Tari. Well, watch out for Auburn Bradley. They're in the 7. And they're both going to head down on the pit road right now. And there's the next pack up there. This probably would actually be one of the main packs, as see there are people there on pit road. Yeah, most people are on pit road, so this is a strategy call. There's the 72, the 5, and the 77. It looks like they're going to stay out for an extra lap. Sam Kane going to be following closely behind. But actually, running the leader is currently still the 51, but he's went on pit road. And there he is right there, just getting passed by the main pack. Oh, this is a broken ticker. And the 53 merges in. And the 72, the 5, and the 77 are going to go around. Pretty sure those are back markers, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not so sure. We'll see what the NR ticker says, because I am currently... I have no idea. But yes, Samantha Contreras is now the new race leader. Hold on, let me black flag the 77 to see if that might fix the ticker. I'll black flag the 77 to see if that fixes the ticker. And I'll do the same for the 24 and the 48. 28 and 48. So yeah. Because I want to see if that fixes the ticker. 77 going down. This is to serve his penalty. Because the leader should be the 72 when they go back around. Right now the 5's going to take the lead away from Samantha Contreras. And side by side once again, the 72 and 5 continuing to go at it. We're coming up to 11 to go next time by. And there goes the 5. This is it. This is for pit strategy. Oh yeah, that fixed the ticker. That fixed the ticker. All right, that fixed the ticker. There's the 77. But green flag pit stops are now underway. But I might have to black flag them again, so then the ticker would not put them in the top 10, because they'll most likely be lapped. Coming up to 10 laps to go, and there goes Samantha Contreras down on the pit road. We don't know who's going to take the race lead. It'll probably... who would it be? I think it'll be Parker Ritzloff. Oh, no, Tari Ritzloff. Yeah, there you go. Oh, a contact between the 03 and the 36. That was close right there. There was contact made. But Parker Ritzloff has the race lead. Yeah, I'm going to have to black flag them again. So black, 48, black, 28. There you go. That should hopefully fix it. Oh, they got to get around the 2. Side by side with your earned 8, Tari Ritzloff. We're coming up to 9 to go. 9 to go. There we go. Ticker's now fixed. Irwin Day, the race leader. And the 2's going to be going down a lap. Yep. Shane Kane now a lap down. Polar, if you want to know, you want to look at the ticker, because that will tell you where you're currently running. But yeah, look, according to the ticker, you're currently running 24th, currently 37 seconds back of the leader. But 8 to go here at Daytona. Irwin Day trying to win it for the first time. Zoe Backman, though, trying to catch back up, not allowing the 94 to win easily. There's Rose Thorne back there in the 42, also looking to try to get into this fight. Her teammate back there, JJ Ely, also not that far behind either. Tari Ritzloff and Zoe Backman battling for second. Shane trying to get back on the lead lap. And there goes Shane to the inside of the 94, but oh, he's going to get held up by Travis Regan. That's going to put Regan a lap down. And that's going to hold up the 36 of Tari Ritzloff and the 51 of Parker Ritzloff. Only 24 cars remain on the lead lap. Now coming up to 6 laps to go. Tari's going to follow behind the 2, going to try to go for the race lead. Oh, and there goes the ticker again. Gosh, dang. Reopen. There we go. Well, meanwhile, as I was fixing the ticker, Tari is now taking the race lead. But here comes Rose Thorne with a big head of steam, the 36 blocks. Yeah, I understand that, Polar, but since the ticker was broken, because of the 28, the 48, and the 77, I had to black flag them multiple times, and basically that got the ticker fixed. So basically, the ticker's now saying everyone's actual position. But 5 to go here at Daytona. Ooh, and Zoe Backmeyer looks like she was trying to get by Parker Ritzloff, but just didn't get that to work. But now the 68 now in this fight as well. The next car back is currently 10 seconds back. That's the Alcrest of the 78, currently 10 seconds back. But I don't think he's going to have enough time to catch up to the leaders. Rose Thorne, currently the race leader. Coming out of turn number 4, we're going up to 4 laps to go here at Daytona. Oh my god. This ticker, bro. I swear to God. 4 to go. Couple battles going on between the top 7 drivers. That here comes Tari Ritzloff. Shane gonna try to go to the inside, trying to get his lap back. But Tari is gonna take the race lead away from the 42. JJ Yaley's gonna take advantage of that and slip into second right there ahead of his teammate. Auburn Bradley back there in the 7 also has a shot to win this. 3 to go here at Daytona. But yeah, these guys are coming up close to the end of the race. Only 2 more circuits. Next time they cross the checkered. Next time they cross the start finish line. And Auburn Bradley's going on the pit road. This is down a fuel mileage like it was last night. 2 laps to go. Well, do these guys have enough fuel? Tari currently leading. Her teammate holds her up. Here comes the 2, but he's going to get blocked. The 68 going to go with the 36 on the high side. Oh, but now the 36 is going to get held up by her teammate. The 2's going to go by and get a lap back. And Erwin Day's going to come out with the race lead. But he's got the 42 back there and the 6. Let's see what happens right here. As we come to the white flag. Final lap here at Daytona. Does Erwin Day have enough fuel to make it back around? Erwin Day's going to put the 2 back down another lap. And he will put Jimmy down a lap. But can he hold on? Rose Thorne back in line, currently looking, back in line, gonna look, the 42 going down with her. Side by side for the lead, for the win in turn number 3. This is for the win. There is more lap traffic, the 42 with the advantage. Oh, and the 12's gonna hold them up. And coming to the stripe, Rose Thorne will win at Daytona. Rose Thorne, after basically being taken out in that wreck in the Mountain Dew race last night, has gotten the redemption and wins at Daytona. What a day it has been for Okinawa Reynolds Motorsports. They have finally gotten their first win in the Cup level. What a race! And the race is official. Rose Thorn is your winner here at Daytona. I will go ahead and remove the ticker here if I can. Reopen overlays. I'll need to figure out how to close the overlay, because that's just going to be annoying. But yeah, Rose Thorn will win the race. Parker Ritzloff will get second in his first start at Daytona. Then Erwin Day, Zoe Backenline, JJ Yaley, the top 5. And then Tari Ritzloff, Diego Alcaraz, Jonathan Logren, Ethan Rice, and Lewis McGrath will round out the top 10. As we look at the guys that finished on the lead lap: Alvin Bradley, Ryan Little, Polar Express, Yorabel Saweli, Samantha Contreras, Angel Diaz-Rada will all finish on the lead lap. And then all the cars that finished one lap down: Pedro Sales, Shane Kane, Naomi Fellows, Izuka Kendo, Jimmy Johnson, Travis Riggin, Cody Smart will all finish one lap down. And see your guys that finished 2 laps down: Ruby Asensio, Jeanette Prime, San Kane, So Yasui. And retiring out of the race today: Waldy, Will Jones, Brent Cruz, Adana Kratz, Tagazuka, Sleepy, Boogie, Smith, Sabrina Raycop Bricks, Alex Prime, Charles Charlie Calvin, Alex Romeo, Adrian Hopkins, Maggie Spletzer, Alex J-Man will all finish out of this race. Well, that would do it here for the Six Flags 500 here at Daytona. Congratulations to Rose Thorn and Okinawa Reynolds Motorsports for their first win of the season, as well as their first career win in general in the Six Flags Series. And for all of y'all that have tuned in on Alex Prime Motorsports TV, we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in today. But next week, we'll be heading down to Las Vegas, as it will be time to test these drivers' abilities outside of super speedway racing. But until then, this is Alex Prime.